it, Daniel.
I bet Ryan.
Woo! Go, baby!
Oh, Daniel's in second.
Daniel's right on him.
Keep going.
He's right on him. Woo, woo, Stand behind me.
Way to go, David.
Look, he got him. It's Daniel first. Here comes Ryan.
Right there, you better go.
Go get him!
That's Ryan's competition. him.
Yeah.
This
No, I
fun.
want him to go get Daniel.
He's right there. Go get him.
Is that the house?
That Daniel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's the lead. Slow down. Go!
Yeah, he's just playing now.
Yeah. Yeah, one.
Yeah. You better go! What was he asking?
Daniel just got the white flag. Look, he's mad as hell.
Very good.
Some of you know Russell. He's by no means slow. I think he could get a go-kart out there and run fast. I'm going to make this really short. I personally am extremely proud of this young man. A couple of months ago, he told his mom that he felt that he was about ready, he could buy a new bike. He told Russell told his mom that he felt like giving back, that he felt it was his time. So he gave me his 120, he gave us his 125. He was just going to give it away. He gave us his 125, and we talked about it at a club meeting, and we thought that why not get a hold of the presidents of all the clubs in Sarah and ask them to submit one kid that could really use a bike. We want somebody who maintained a good school average and was a good kid and could really use a new bike. We tore his 2002 125 down to nothing. It would take me half an hour to tell you all the stuff we put in it. But the bike basically is a 2002 RM125. It is completely rebuilt from top to bottom. We have a young man who is going to get this bike, but he is going to receive basically a brand new 125 for all intent and purposes. He's a straight A student. He's well known by all you guys, and everything I have been told, he is extremely well deserving of it. He did pretty well in the race today too.
First off, I'd like to start by saying that this sport is my life, and I hope that by doing this kid can pass it forward, and so on and so forth, and create generation after generation of a growing family, so our sport can grow and become one of the great sports of America, such as football and baseball. I'd love to start seeing this in schools, although the insurance would be a nightmare. But without me stalling any farther and talking about myself, I'd like to announce the young man that is getting this bike, courtesy of me, Florida Panhandle Trail Riders, and Tallahassee Trail Riders, for all their continued influence on me, is Ryan Renee. Rain. Sorry.
All yours, buddy, man.
Somebody get some pictures of him.
Speech, Ryan.
Ryan says he can't believe this. It'll spew oil. We'll let his dad know some of the things that we did do. That's very cool. Everything I've heard about Ryan, he's a remarkable young man. His courtesy and attitude, it's my understanding, is just 100% super good. His dad and mom have known about this for a little while. We pretty much think we've surprised him, though. I don't think he knew there was going to be a giveaway. But like Russell said, you know, this is how we keep these youngsters in the sport. This is how it's done, in my opinion. We keep these youngsters and gather up more youngsters. We keep them in this sport. We keep the sport alive, and that's what it's all about.
Let's wheel it in front of the. Let's roll it down.
I think we should take it down. Yep.
Yeah. Put it right here.
I think Russell should take it down with Ryan, and we'll put Ryan up on the bike. How about that, kid? Huh? Remember this, you know, for the few bucks you might get out of a worn-out bike, and put a few bucks in it and pass it on to a kid that needs it. I firmly believe that's how we keep them in the sport. One of the ways we keep them in the sport. Look at that boy. Man, that is good looking.